So hello everyone, how are you guys? Hoping you guys are doing well. So my name is Karan Dogra and I am pursuing my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from JIMS Greater Noida. So today I'm here to discuss a very important topic with you guys, that is online education versus classroom education. So let us start. So first of all, we will know that what is online teaching. So, the application of online techniques to provide learning to candidates at a distance, or it is basically the delivering of instructions using computer network, usually the internet, without requiring face to face meeting of the students and faculty. So, before we discuss the top benefits of online teaching, let's discuss the two broad categories of types of online teaching. So the first one is synchronous type of online teaching and the second one is asynchronous type of online teaching. So first we will know what is synchronous type of online teaching. So this type of teaching involves a real-time online teaching experience. This includes time-bound sessions where both the teacher and the students have to be online at specific instants of time, such as instructor-led online classes or the type of online classes that we are having nowadays. So second type is asynchronous type of online teaching. So in this type, unlike the one discussed above, courses are not conducted in real time. This means that the engagement between the teacher and student can occur as per their convenience. So now we will discuss top 10 key benefits of online teaching. So the first benefit is work from anywhere at any time. So this is the most appealing benefit of online education for students with many duties to balance. Since everything is available online, accessing class materials and submitting work is very convenient. Exactly when and where this takes place is up to a student, as long as assignment due dates are met. Then the second benefit is review lectures instantly. It is easy for minds to wander during a lecture. University of California, a psychologist Jonathan Schooler found that students loses focus about 5 times in a 45-minute class session. In many online programs, however, students can review words from professors instantly, either by rewinding the audio or video or by reading the transcript that accompanies the lecture. Then the third benefit is less intimidating. Many students in classroom environments aren't comfortable speaking in public. In an online environment, it can be much easier to share thoughts with others. With 74% of people suffering from speech anxiety, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, online education tends to foster better class participation. The fourth benefit is more time to think before sharing information. So online schooling still has a discussion element to it, often in a forum or discussion board. On-campus students have to choose a stance or formulate a thought in class quickly, and sometimes speak before they have fully examined everything. In an online environment, students can spread as much time as they want thinking about and honing their ideas. This can lead to greater confidence and more elegant discussions. Then the fifth benefit is focuses more on ideas. With an estimated 93% of communication being non-verbal, online students don't have to worry about body language interfering with their message. While body language can be effective sometimes, academics are more about ideas, and online education eliminates physical judgment that can cloud rational discussions. Then the sixth benefit is group communication. Many degree programs today incorporate some sort of group project or teamwork. Working with others on campus or locally means coordinating specific days and times so everyone can attend. Distance learning programs, however, foster virtual communication and allow students to work with team members via email, chat rooms, and other easy to use methods. The seventh benefit is flexible learning schedule. On-campus students may have to endure in-person lectures that last hours, while not all online programs are built the same. Many use PowerPoint presentation and other media that students can digest in pieces. In other words, a student can experience the first half of a lesson one day and the second half of the next day. This can be especially helpful for those who don't enjoy sitting in one place for too long. Then the eighth benefit is cost. Although the cost of an online course can be as much or more than a traditional course, students can save money by avoiding many fees. Typical campus based education, including lab fees, commuting costs, parking hostels, etc. Imagine then the ninth benefit is diversity. Traditional students are often limited to courses and teachers close to home. The online student can take a French course from a teacher in France and travel writing course from a writer who's actually out traveling without having to leave home. Then the 10th benefit is instructor availability. At traditional colleges and university, talking to a professor after class can be challenging. Yes, instructors have office hours, but it's often only an hour or two each week, with too many students waiting for attention. While professors who teach online may also have set hours for students' interaction, web-based technologies make conversing with multiple students at once much easier. Professor can also hop online at night or during intermissions to address questions, leave comments, and more. So now we will see top 10 limitations of online teaching. So the first one is feedback is limited. Then the second one is social isolation. So the e-learning can cause social isolation. The third is requires strong self-motivation and time management skills. The fourth one is poor communication skills. So in online classes, lack of communication skill development takes place between the students or among the students. The fifth one is cheating prevention is difficult. The sixth one is focuses more on theory than practicals and numerical problems. The next one is lack face-to-face communication. And the next is limited to certain disciplines, inaccessible to technology illiterate population. And the last one is lack of accreditation and quality assurance in online education. So now we will proceed to classroom learning. So first of all, we will have some introduction about the classroom learning. So classroom based learning includes lectures and large group teaching, tutorials, seminars and small group teaching, laboratory and practical teaching. When teaching in classroom situations strives to view the students holistically, students will enter your classroom from diverse background and will bring with them different expectations, experiences and assumptions. Now we will see top key benefits of classroom teaching. So the first benefit is it promotes collaborative learning. Basically, classroom environment is essential to promote and stimulate collaborative learning. Collaborative learning increases a student's self-awareness about how other students learn and enables them to learn more easily and effectively, transforming them into keen learners inside and beyond classroom. The second benefit is enhances critical thinking skills. So it enhances students' critical thinking skills. Teaching in a classroom gives students the opportunity to engage in live discussions in which they are forced to use their critical thinking skills to formulate opinions or arguments. Then the third benefit is it improves social skills. Inside a classroom, students experiences social interactions with peers and establishes rapport with teachers. Helping children develop socially is an important aspect within the realm of their academic education. The fourth benefit is builds organizational skills. So classroom teaching teachers students how to develop organizational skills, beginning with the basics such as arriving to school on time. In a live classroom, students are held accountable for being prepared to do schoolwork, which includes having done their homework the night before, being ready for pop quizzes, turning in assignments by their due date, and being prepared for in-class discussions. In effect, students learn how to organize their time, prioritize their assignments, and get their homework done. The fifth benefit is it keeps students stimulated. The physical presence of a teacher keeps students stimulated through the interactive and interesting activities. This enables students to retain more from what they have learned during session. The sixth benefit is teaching style can be modified according to the student's issues or convenience. So teachers can modify their teaching style based on type of learners in their classroom. Classroom activities can help visual learner, interaction can help auditory learners, etc. Teachers can get a clear idea whether the students are following what has been taught or they require further explanation. At the same time, students can get their doubt clarified immediately before moving ahead in a topic. The seventh benefit is it develops important personality and career building skills. So now we will see the limitations of classroom teaching. So it takes more travel, time and cost. It is more costly. Attendance time can be restrictive or inconvenient. Shy students may have trouble asking the questions from the faculty members. You usually have to sit through each lecture even if you know most of the things. You may be required to buy compulsory textbook. So that's all we have today. So thank you guys for listening me. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.